There are 29 collectibles in the Forgotten Forest. This area is a little confusing. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge without holding your hand through this entire thing, but I'm going to do my best. So the first thing I want you to do is find this little mark here. This is one of those archery challenges. You just need to shoot all the targets and you will be able to pick up the first of 14 rots. 6 of them, by the way, are story related. So there is our first rot. We're going to kind of hang in this little area here just for a moment. I'm going to try to do this area by area, but due to the kind of the open nature of this, and you can go anywhere, it's a little bit of a challenge. But from that location, I'm going to zip over using the flower, drop down in front of a chest, and this is going to contain the siblings mask, the first of 6 hats. Speaking of hats, there's an acorn if you can find the hat vendor, which is really easy. You can kind of see it out in front of me out in the distance there. So I went from that previous location, that chest, and I'm going to go over to the hat vendor where you will acquire the acorn once you discover it. Now I'm going to, I don't know why I'm jumping up here, but what I'm going to do is kind of come back down to this position I'm at because we got 2 other collectibles. So I want to just jump up here and then I'm going to teleport back to where I was just a few seconds ago. All right, so that will discover the acorn for you. So again, I'm going to go a little bit backwards here, show you the hat vendor from a distance. See, it's right up there. Instead of climbing up those rocks, instead I'm going to go behind the waterfall, and that is where I'm going to find the purple mushroom hat, the third of 6 hats that you're going to find in this area. All right, it is time to find our second rot. Now I'm near the cart, as you can see there. It's above me. Instead of climbing up to where that was, instead of going to the waterfall to the right, I'm going to go over here to this little tunnel just to the left. Just jump down to the water, swim on over here, and pick up the rot. Quick tap of the staff, and we'll move on to rot number 3. This is in an area, we're kind of close to, we're at the water area here, so we're just going to move that big block, and then we're going to use our rots here to move this sign. Now we're going to do a lot of collectible hunting in this area, so that's going to be kind of our launching pad here. But once you move that little barrier, we can then go and use the water flower, have our friends slither up here. That was where the gate just was removed a moment ago, and there's some leaves over here. Break those things open and that'll reveal the rot. Now from this location, I'm going to get a couple more here. So there's the tap of the staff, and now if I turn around, there's a log going across here. So there are 3 more collectibles within 20 meters of my current location, but here is the flower shrine. There's the first of 3 rather. So I'm still at the water shrine area. I'm going to go back up here and go across this log once again. But as I'm going across, if you look to the right, I'm going to find that cursed chest. First of 2. So to get there, there's that flower shrine we just visited. Just going to jump over here and open this thing up. And then guess what? I'm going to go back around. By the way, you have to do an encounter to open those cursed chests. I just cut those things out. All right, so here's that log again. We have a series of flowers, 3 of them that we're going to jump between here. We're going to platform around. The 3rd one will drop you right on top of the first spirit mail. Bloop, there it is. All right, flower shrine number 2. We are now by the big tree. And kind of like not all the way up, not from the bottom, but you're going to see a water flower here. What you want to do is shoot that crystal, then get the water flower, and then take it down, and you'll find another flower shrine down here. There's a couple more collectibles in the tree area here, the big tree. So I apologize, this is kind of a little disjointed. All right, so I'm in one tree. Now I'm going to flower over to the next. And then I'm going to drop and grab the ledge. And then I'm going to shimmy to the right and jump. Oh, no. Drop. Now jump. Now you see this little finger here. We're going to drop down on top of that. And that is going to allow us to access the second spirit mail. But in order to do that, you have to use the other flower across the way. Don't worry, there's a flower to get back. Now we're just going to have to platform around these things. The spirit mails are, if you want to rank the most difficult collectibles to find in this game, it would be the spirit mails, would definitely be number 1. Thankfully, there's not that many of them. All right, so go back around the tree and then shoot the flower, get back to where you were. And we have another one nearby. This is going to take another flower. There's 2 of them here we're going to have to use to get up high. We're going to get to the very top of this one. And just keep circling around counterclockwise. That'll lead you right to the rot right there. All right, so now we're going to be down by the sacred tree down on the southern end of this area. This is going to be the launching point for the next couple. So from here, we're going to go to the left. Follow this path. You're going to see a lantern hanging above you. It's a blue one. Take note of this location because we're going to teleport back here in just a moment. All right, so we're going to get a hat, and there's going to be over by the sacred door there, or the sacred shrine. You're going to find 3 owl statues. 1 to the left, 1 down straight in front of you, opposite of it, and then 1 down to the right. Go ahead and have your rots carry all 3 owl statues into position, and you will get the hat. Now we're going to find a meditation point. This is going to be the first of 2. So from that sacred area, we're going to just turn right. Follow it until you get a bridge here, and then get into the little creek here. Now there's little platforms here in the water. You have to shoot that crystal there, that little blue thing, in order to get them to appear. We're going to hop across. We're going to find the meditation point right in front of us. There's also going to be a rot just to the right of it, about 10 meters away. Don't forget the meditation points will always increase your max health, so definitely make sure you meditate. So as I mentioned, about 10 meters to the right in the water, right underneath that rock. All right, so I'm going to head back to our previous area. Remember that blue lantern you shot? Well, we're going to continue now past that, and we're going to find a cursed chest. Complete that encounter to open it. You will also open it and find the Taro hat. All right, so now we're going to do the Lantern Cave area. You're going to get 3 rots. They're going to be story related as you're entering that area. And then we're going to go through the Lantern Cave door. As soon as we enter it, go off to the right-hand side, and you're going to find 3 rocks. Don't open the middle one like I do. Instead, use the rot on the one on the far right, and that'll get you another new one. So continue the story path through the Lantern Cave area. You're going to reach another flower spot here. So we're going to go ahead and activate it. And then we're going to break open the corruption there. That's where the meditation point is located. But before you go over there, open up this path here because that's actually where you have to head next. It's also where our next collectible is. All right, so with the paths open, we're just going to go over to the first area here. Down at the end is the meditation point. Go ahead and increase your maximum health while you're here. And now we're going to go down that other path, and that'll actually lead you to another water flower. So call out your water friend, go over there and destroy the leaves. And underneath this log is going to be the rot. So use your rots to lift it up and go ahead and grab and collect that rot. Now just a little bit further from there is going to be the flower shrine. So we're going to use that same water plant that we just used a minute ago, and then continue the story path into the next area, and we're going to go straight. You can see the shrine already, hopefully. So clear the corruption and use it if you like. All right, so a little bit later on, you're going to earn trophies. A story-related trophy, you're going to collect the Lantern Relic and 3 rots. So you're going to get 12, 13, and 14. And that'll be all the rots. Now you're going to get a Pinecone hat. It's going to be the last collectible in the Forgotten Forest. Once you leave the Lantern Cave and return back to the surface, look for a path to the left, some stairs going up, leading right to the hat that's inside the chest. And that'll do it for the Forgotten Forest.